Imagine waking up one day and realizing that nothing has changed. Your dreams are still out of reach, your goals are still distant, and the life you've been waiting for is still waiting. Not for a moment longer. What if I told you that the only reason your life hasn't transformed yet isn't luck, isn't circumstances, and isn't anyone else? It's that you haven't forced it yourself. The truth is harsh, but it's also empowering. No one is coming to save you, to push you, or to create your future for you. Every breakthrough, every success, every moment of greatness comes to those who refuse to wait, who refuse to settle, and who decide right now to take full control of their destiny. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to become unstoppable, how to break free from excuses, and how to force the transformation you've been waiting for. You'll discover the mindset that separates the dreamers from the achievers, the strategies that turn struggle into strength, and the actions that convert desire into reality. If you stay with me till the end, you'll leave with a blueprint to take your life from ordinary to extraordinary. Because this is not about waiting for change, it's about becoming the change yourself. The question is simple: are you ready to stop waiting and start forcing your own transformation? Personal responsibility is the foundation of real power. Because the moment you fully accept that your life is a direct result of your choices, actions, and habits, you take back control from everything that once felt outside of you. Many people unknowingly give away this power by blaming circumstances, other people, bad luck, or timing, but blame is a silent trap that keeps you stuck in the same position. When you blame, you unconsciously accept that something else controls your direction, and that belief weakens your ability to act. On the other hand, when you take full ownership, even over things that seem unfair or difficult, you shift your mindset from helplessness to authority. You begin to see every situation not as something happening to you, but as something you can respond to, shape, and use for growth. This shift is not always comfortable because it removes every excuse you once relied on, but it replaces them with something far more valuable: clarity and control. Personal responsibility means recognizing that your habits today are creating your future, that your discipline determines your results, and that your consistency defines your success. It requires you to be honest with yourself about where you are falling short, without sugarcoating or denial, and to accept that improvement is your duty, not someone else's job. When you adopt this mindset, you stop waiting for motivation or external validation, because you understand that progress is your responsibility regardless of how you feel. You begin to act with intention, making decisions that align with the person you want to become rather than the comfort you want to stay in. This level of ownership also builds resilience, because instead of breaking under pressure, you adapt and push forward, knowing that every challenge carries a lesson you can use. Over time, this mindset compounds into confidence, not the kind that comes from temporary success, but the kind that is built on knowing that no matter what happens, you have the ability to respond, adjust, and keep moving forward. Decision creates destiny, because every meaningful change in life begins with a conscious choice, a firm moment when you decide to take control and refuse to remain the same. Many people drift through life without making decisive choices, allowing circumstances, opinions, or fear to determine their path, and as a result, they live by default rather than design. A decision is not just a thought or a fleeting desire, it is a commitment backed by clarity and conviction that sets the course for your actions. When you decide, you align your mind, your habits, and your energy toward a specific outcome. And that alignment is what transforms potential into reality. The power of decision lies in its ability to eliminate hesitation and doubt, because uncertainty keeps people trapped in cycles of indecision, inaction, and regret. Every successful individual shares one common trait: the willingness to make a decision and stick to it, even in the face of obstacles, criticism, or fear. Decisions are the seeds of destiny, because what you choose today, whether to act, to learn, to persist, or to let go, determines the life you experience tomorrow. Even small, consistent decisions compound over time, shaping your character, your opportunities, and the results you achieve. Conversely, failing to decide leaves your life to chance, giving power to external forces that have no vested interest in your success. The process of deciding also strengthens your inner authority, because each time you commit to a choice and follow through, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of steering your own life. Decision without action, however, is incomplete, because a decision only becomes transformative when it is translated into persistent, purposeful action. This is why decisive individuals are able to overcome uncertainty and fear. They know that making a choice is the first step to moving forward, and that momentum comes from commitment, rather than waiting for perfect conditions. When you understand that your destiny is not a matter of luck, circumstance, or timing, but the direct result of the decisions you make, you begin to approach life with intention, focus, and confidence. Each decision becomes a declaration of your vision, a declaration that you refuse to be passive, and that you are actively creating the person and life you desire, regardless of the obstacles or opposition that may arise. Discipline over emotion is the cornerstone of lasting transformation, because relying solely on how you feel in any given moment is a recipe for inconsistency and failure. Emotions are fleeting and unpredictable. They rise and fall like the weather, often influenced by circumstances beyond your control, yet many people allow them to dictate their actions, waiting for motivation, inspiration, or a sense of readiness before taking steps toward their goals. The problem with this approach is that life rarely aligns perfectly with your feelings. Opportunities, challenges, and responsibilities demand action, even when you feel tired, fearful, or unmotivated. Discipline is the bridge between intention and result, because it is a choice to act regardless of emotional state. It requires creating systems, habits, and routines that enforce consistency and keep you moving forward, even when desire is absent. When you develop discipline, you stop giving power to temporary impulses and start cultivating reliability in yourself, which builds momentum over time and compounds into significant results. Discipline over emotion also strengthens your character, because each time you push yourself to act in alignment with your goals despite discomfort, you reinforce mental toughness, resilience, and self-respect. It allows you to detach from short-term gratification and focus on long-term achievement, understanding that feelings are not a measure of capability or worth. While motivation can spark action, it is discipline that sustains it. Motivation comes and goes, but disciplined effort continues regardless. This mindset teaches you to prioritize what matters over what feels easy, pleasurable, or convenient in the moment, creating a life guided by purpose rather than impulses. Over time, disciplined actions form habits that make success almost inevitable, because you no longer rely on luck, mood, or external circumstances to make progress. You develop an internal structure that consistently drives growth, skill acquisition, and achievement, creating a sense of control and empowerment that emotions alone can never provide. In essence, discipline transforms uncertainty into predictability, chaos into order, and fleeting ambition into tangible results, because it anchors your actions in consistency and intention, rather than in the constantly shifting tides of emotion. It becomes a force that carries you forward even when desire falters, and ensures that you are building the life you intend through deliberate, repeated, and focused effort, rather than through chance or comfort. Persistence breaks resistance, because every obstacle, setback, and moment of doubt is an opportunity to test the strength of your commitment and the depth of your determination. Life is filled with challenges that are designed not to punish you, but to separate those who are willing to endure from those who give up at the first sign of difficulty. Most people abandon their goals when resistance arises, believing that the struggle is a signal that they are unfit or that the timing is wrong, but in reality, resistance is a natural and necessary part of growth. It is the friction that refines skill, sharpens focus, and strengthens character. Persistence is the conscious choice to continue acting toward your objective despite discomfort, fear, or repeated failures. It is the refusal to allow temporary defeat to define your trajectory, and the willingness to push past moments when quitting feels like the easiest path. Every significant achievement in history, every life transformed, and every dream realized has been the result of someone refusing to surrender in the face of resistance. Persistence builds momentum, because each small, consistent effort chips away at the barriers in your path, gradually turning seemingly insurmountable obstacles into manageable challenges. It also cultivates resilience, the inner strength that allows you to recover from setbacks faster, learn from mistakes, and approach future difficulties with greater skill and confidence. The act of persisting teaches patience, because it reveals that meaningful results often take time and cannot be rushed, yet it also instills urgency, because progress only comes to those who act consistently and deliberately. Resistance often masks opportunity, and those who give in too soon fail to see the breakthroughs that lie just beyond their current struggle. Persistence transforms challenges into stepping stones, fear into fuel, and doubt into determination. It reinforces the idea that success is rarely linear, and that temporary discomfort is a necessary companion on the path to mastery. By persisting, you demonstrate to yourself that your commitment is stronger than your circumstances, that your willpower can overcome adversity, and that obstacles are not permanent barriers but invitations to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. In essence, persistence is the force that converts effort into results, struggles into victories, and dreams into reality, because it refuses to accept defeat as final and treats resistance not as an endpoint, but as a sign that you are on the path to something greater. Identity shift is an essential component of true transformation because lasting change is not merely about modifying behavior or achieving external goals. It is about becoming the kind of person who naturally embodies the results you seek. Many people attempt to improve their lives by focusing solely on what they do rather than who they are, but without an internal shift, old habits, beliefs, and thought patterns continually pull them back into familiar patterns. Identity is the lens through which you perceive yourself and the world, and it governs your actions, decisions, and reactions. Until your self-image evolves to align with the life you desire, every effort risks being temporary or inconsistent. Shifting your identity requires deliberate introspection and the conscious adoption of new beliefs about your capabilities, values, and purpose. It demands that you define yourself not by past limitations, failures, or external circumstances, but by the potential and principles that guide your highest aspirations. This process often involves confronting deep-seated fears, insecurities, and self-doubt, because growth cannot occur without recognizing and releasing what no longer serves you. Once you embrace a new identity, your behavior naturally follows, because you begin to act in ways that are consistent with who you believe yourself to be. For example, someone who identifies as disciplined and resilient will make choices that reflect discipline and resilience, even when it is inconvenient or uncomfortable. Whereas someone who identifies as passive or unworthy will struggle to maintain progress, no matter how much motivation they try to summon. Identity shift also creates a sense of inevitability about your transformation, because it replaces wishful thinking with internal alignment. Your actions, goals, and habits become extensions of the person you have decided to become. This shift is gradual and requires reinforcement through repeated practice, reflection, and commitment, yet once established, it becomes self-sustaining, allowing you to navigate challenges and setbacks without losing momentum. It is through the realignment of identity that external achievements, success, wealth, health, or influence are no longer sporadic victories, but natural outcomes of a transformed self. Identity shift is ultimately the bridge between aspiration and realization, because it ensures that change is not just temporary action, but the consistent expression of a fundamentally renewed self that acts, thinks, and thrives in alignment with the life it is destined to create. Action is the only proof of intention, because no matter how vivid your dreams are, how detailed your plans may be, or how strong your desire is, nothing changes without concrete steps that turn thought into reality. Many people spend countless hours planning, visualizing, or talking about their goals, believing that preparation or inspiration alone will create results, but without execution, these efforts remain empty and ineffective. Action is the bridge that connects ideas to outcomes, and it is the measure of commitment and seriousness about achieving a goal. It transforms abstract concepts into tangible results, and it is through consistent action that skill, confidence, and momentum are developed. Every accomplishment, whether small or monumental, is built upon repeated, purposeful effort. There is no shortcut that bypasses the need to do the work. Action also serves as a teacher, revealing what works and what doesn't, providing feedback that can refine strategy, improve skill, and increase effectiveness over time. While intention sets the direction and clarity provides the map, action propels you forward, turning potential energy into kinetic energy that generates real-world results. Without action, even the clearest vision cannot manifest, because the world responds not to what you wish or imagine, but to what you actually do. Moreover, action builds credibility, both with yourself and with others, because it demonstrates that your commitment is more than words. It is measurable, observable, and undeniable. The process of acting also develops discipline and resilience, as repeated effort inevitably encounters obstacles, setbacks, and resistance. And each action taken in spite of difficulty strengthens the habit of persistence and reinforces your belief in your own capability. Importantly, action does not have to be perfect to be effective. It only needs to be consistent, deliberate, and aligned with your ultimate objectives. Waiting for ideal conditions, perfect timing, or guaranteed success only delays transformation and often leads to inaction disguised as preparation. By prioritizing action over mere intention, you take ownership of your results, because you understand that the outcome of your life is the cumulative effect of what you actually do day after day. Action is the undeniable proof that you are moving toward your goals, the tangible evidence of effort converting into growth. and the force that transforms dreams into reality, demonstrating conclusively that ideas alone are powerless without the consistent, courageous, and focused effort that brings them to life. In conclusion, the journey of transformation is entirely in your hands. No one else can make the changes you desire or take the steps necessary to create the life you envision. Every moment presents a choice, to act or to wait, to rise or to remain stagnant. By taking full responsibility, making decisive choices, embracing discipline, persisting through resistance, shifting your identity, and committing to consistent action, you unlock the power within yourself to force the transformation you seek. Change is never easy, but it is always possible when you refuse to rely on anyone else and choose to become the driving force in your own life. Good luck on this journey of growth and self-mastery. Believe in your strength, trust in your process, and stay relentless in your pursuit. Thank you for taking the time to invest in yourself today. Your future self will be grateful for the decisions and actions you take now.